Devil Within, what's up? Taking that DUN runs have been an absolute pain. My streams, yes, but I beat it off stream yesterday. So that's something at least. But yeah, like while streaming, yes, it's a pain because number one, I like my concentration isn't fully there. Number one, and number two, also the my frame rate suffers when I stream. So that's a bit of a nuisance. Holy lag. Holy lag. So that's a bit annoying. Oh, come on. Have you beaten it on UN Devil Within, or... Icon, what's good? What's good, man? What up, guys? Your boy Fit Ass back again with another Doom Eternal video. Yeah. I curse him for calling me Fit Ass because everybody calls me Fit Ass now, and that's all his fault. I have not. I've just been enjoying people play it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I died at the end of Osius on UN 150%. Yeah, happens a lot, man. Happens a lot. Osius is not an easy level. I've also choked a few times. And just in general, like 150, whether it's on this game or base star gauges, just like, it can get... The game can be a bit bullshitty sometimes, you know? On those speeds. Or at that speed, rather. So, it's something that people have to be aware of. I think the game works way better. Just like, I don't want to play that way, but like 100 speed is the safest way to play the game, if you ask me, from a bug perspective. So yeah. Like the game gets buggy, I feel, on 150 speed. All right. Although Daz, you beat Revelations, you went off stream? Yeah, I beat it off stream. Beat it off stream yesterday. I've only actually started UNing this game, grinding UN like 4 or 5 days ago. And yeah, I did it yesterday. Because otherwise, like, as I've said many times, I've only been playing Repertorium and what's it called? And Master Arenas up until that point. And then I decided, you know, I think it's about time I beat this on UN, and I did. Even though I haven't done all the endgame stuff on UN yet. I'm not sure I want to do that, because it takes forever, and like hunting down all that red platinum and stuff is like, ugh. But who knows? Dude, the damage, like... Never you want the Doom game? You should, because I think that's where you find a lot of fun playing the modern franchises. I mean, except for 2016, I think 2016 on U1 is retarded in the sense that there's no death protection, even though this game it sucks too. Like, death protection in this game is not great either. But 2016, like, it's so easy to get one shot in that game. But like Eternal in this game, I think they're very fun to do. I was able to beat endgame on 120 speed. 150 is too much for me. The furthest I made was the first big arena on Uprising. Yeah, the big arena with the Archvile and the Pain Elemental, and yeah. No, 150 is hard. 150, Mighty Samus, hey, what's up? So yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Oh. damage sometimes, I have no clue where it comes from in this game. What? This game, man, like... Jesus Christ. This arena is always such a mess. Unhinged, what's good, man? I don't know how you dudes play 150 the whole time. It's exhausting to me. 1.5 hours of one continuous play is enough to then want to take a break. I think the thing is, like, I've played this way for a year now with base game Dark Ages, so more than a year, so since release basically, so I'm used to it kind of, but like I think if you start off DLC at 150, then you're definitely, yeah. Then you're definitely setting yourself up for failure. Tired as fucking delirious. Are you telling me that as a dad, bro? Oh man, those fucking... Oh, great. See, like, oh, fucking hell, man. That was not supposed to be the spear, that was supposed to be the shield, and again, because the game doesn't understand my inputs, it switches... Oh my god, man. Oh, fuck it, let's just start from scratch and warm up that way. Fuck this, my god. My head and eyes hurt. I feel like 120 is perfect. Yeah, 120 is perfect if, yeah, like, even though, like, I feel like 150 is perfect for me, but 120 is good if you want something between 100 and 150. Man, that was annoying right there, like... Fuck, like...
Over the path of the righteous, to prove yourself worthy of the first stone.
Hyper, what's good, man? How this mod implements Purgatory? I'm using the Streamlined mod, Mighty Sandwich, which means that I'm skipping the first, what's it called, Proving Grounds. I'm skipping that, and Purgatory is only once I finish main path. So yeah. Eternal co-op stream when? I thought you told me that the ping was an issue on your end, bro. I'd love to do it, but I heard ping was a huge issue. Otherwise, I'd love that. I'm always up for some Eternal. Oh, for Americans it is. Okay. Ah, fuck. I wanted to use him to rehook. Would it be funny if you smacked the bear between his legs with his red mace? Yeah, that'd be awesome, yeah. I can't be, seriously, like, I'm really happy with the glory kills they've implemented in this game. And it's a fucking DLC, like, they didn't have to go all in, but they did, and I think that's fucking cool. Yeah. What the hell happened there? Holy fuck. Glory kill didn't work, so I just fucking dread mace the air. But yeah, Hyper, that'd be pretty cool. Like, we just have to set it up, and it's a bit of a headache to set up, though. But, fucking hell, fuck off. What's up with the fucking stone imps in here, man? They don't need to do that. Oh man, where does this guy go now? Ugh. This fight, man. What the hell hit me? Ugh! Where's Hugo? I don't know, man, but I get a feeling. I have a feeling that I'm being blacklisted. Just have a feeling. Anyone know when next Hugo stream gonna be? It's probably gonna be next Thursday, I could imagine. Not this week, but next Thursday. I could imagine. I think they're busy with a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of events, from what I've heard.
A righteous heart, the first trial of a soul.
It's been a big pause since last stream. Yeah, I mean, technically last stream was a QuakeCon, right? That was a while back, indeed. Okay.
Labyrinths to test mind and will. What you seek lies within. What? Okay. That was weird. Mortez, how's it going, man?
What? Okay. I like how you can just get a puzzle and go fight. Exactly. That's the point of this mod. Is that I love it. It's I like the I love the campaigns in this game, but I don't find it very replayable. And this makes me actually want to replay it. Being able to skip all these puzzles because I don't want to do them all the time. Every single playthrough. So if I can skip them, I will. Because I'm here for the combat. I'm not here for the puzzles. Puzzles are fun once, but like I'll repeat playthroughs, not so much. What do you think about GTA? Are you hyped for it? Not at all, Mortessa. Not at all, actually. I've not been hyped for GTA since GTA 4, maybe. I got GTA 5 because all my friends got it, but like it was fun and all. But I'm not into this kinds of games anymore. Like the open world kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not into that anymore because first of all, I don't have the time because you really have to invest a lot of time into those games to really finish them. And number two, you know, yeah, again, I just don't have time to play a lot of games. So I'd rather just play this and stream it, and you know, yeah, I'm not very interested in GTA, not at all. Yeah. I solved some puzzles for my every 13 playthroughs of DLC. Oh my god. That's exactly what I did not want to do. Last GTA I liked was San Andreas. I don't think this is a game anymore. It's like an adult movie. Exactly, like San Andreas was amazing. I also liked it too. Had a great time with San Andreas. But yeah, like I'm not yeah, San Andreas and Vice City were amazing. I come to think of it, didn't San Andreas just come a year after? It came out a year or 2 years after Vice City, which is insane. Just imagine the amount of work that you know that have to put into that game. Crazy. It's okay. I would be much more happier if there was an RTX off mod than puzzle skip mod. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I would also love to get a non-RTS RTX Dark Ages because my frames just die in this game. Oh no, come on game. Oh. Mines, of course. Vice City, which came out a year. Oh, it was a year after 3. That's it. Yeah, GTA 3 and then Vice City and then San Andreas. But how fast did they release San Andreas after Vice City? That's what I'm curious about. Because Vice City was in 2002, I think. San Andreas 2004, 2005, something like that. But it's just crazy that they released Vice City after GTA 3 like a year after. That is insane. That's a big game. And to think San Andreas was not supposed to exist on PS2. Devs really cooked back then. Yeah, it needs to. Yeah, completely agree with you on that. Yeah. I see you have about 50 FPS more than me, so it's not that bad. Actually, would love it. Yeah. I mean, I have a 1440p card, but I play on 1080p because when I play on 1440p on my 1440p screen, this game just runs like shit. So I have to play it on 1080p. John, what's up, man? Game devs were built, yeah, they were built different back then for sure. Definitely built very much so. Can you stop? Oh, great. I didn't see that guy coming. Have you made the Discord private yet? No, man, I should. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really should. Putting out just one of these guys can fuck up player. Yeah, it's basically it's almost like they take you down to 5 health right away, which is kind of unfair if you ask me. But anyways. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, 1 hit. What the hell, man? I don't play Vice City. I mean, if you really want to play like the old school GTA games, I would definitely recommend Vice City and San Andreas. Oh, fuck off. Doesn't matter. All of GTA I like, only Vice City. Yeah. The story in Vice City, I remember the story in Vice City being better than San Andreas, but San Andreas was just bigger. From my memory, at least. I could be wrong, but that was that's how I felt about it. It's been like such a long time since I played those games, but I just remember like San Andreas being way bigger than Vice City. Yeah. 3 super unbalanced. Yeah, I don't even remember, man. Like, I played 3 and then jumped on Vice City right away a year after, and then yeah. You do the first island that everybody's walking around with shotguns and your car gets blown up immediately. Yeah. Then there's this ridiculous M16 which fires like a minigun for some reason. Man, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. But fuck, yeah.
An iron will to reveal the shadow within. Sound mind to claim it.
Yeah, I dropped San Andreas because it's too long. Yeah, it was a long game. 100% it was. Ouch. Ah, sticky keys. This fucking encounter here. Oh. Oh, fucking hell, man. This... This encounter is always just fucking crazy. The one arena where new gameplay clicked in for me, yeah. True. It's an awesome arena, but like it just gets crazy sometimes. If you don't delete stuff quick enough, it's a bit crazy. Actually, that should look great. Lost 2 UN runs in there. Yeah, it's easy to die here. It's easy to die here. Like, it's, yeah. That Komodo is also very painful to deal with, given everything. You know, like, 3 hit scanners, I think. Yeah, 3 of those chain gunners in the arena that just snipe you from so far away. And so you just have to deal with a lot of stuff at the same time, right? It's a bit... Yeah, chain gunners are very annoying, yeah, I know. I don't really like them in this game. Die. Thank you. Yeah, the chain guards are terrible in this game, yeah. I hate Komodos more than anything else in TDA. They're not my favorite enemy to fight either, to be honest. Really don't like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. Not at all. At least the Tyrants and Rhinotrons are big and more noticeable, but the Chain Gunners are just blend in and you get hit scanned by them just without even knowing what the fuck is hitting you. Exactly, it's so fucking annoying. Exactly, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Komodo's running feels like random. They damage the player, which makes them so bad to me. That's true. When they run, basically, when they fire their, you know, when they're running, that's where they fire those fireballs, right? And when you're close to them and they hit you, they deal damage too, which is very frustrating. And these guys, I hate fighting them too, man. I really do. Oh. Like, those attacks that they do. Oh. Jesus Christ. Glad to hear someone feels the same way. No, I feel like... I think most people who play this game a lot will tell you that hit scan sucks, you know. Especially on 150 speed. Like, maybe on 100 speed, it's a bit more, you know... a bit less annoying, but like on 150 speed, it's just... ugh. The arenas of this game generally don't have enough cover to block line of sight, so... to make them engaging to fight because of the hit scan, it mostly just ends up feeling bullshit, yeah. Basically just look, a hit scan enemy exists in the arena. I guess I'm locked into holding the shield. Wow, so fun. Exactly. No, John, you can also do this, you know, like dash and then you reflect it, but that has a 10-second cooldown. Which makes no sense. That's like that. I think that I would say that's the worst spear upgrade there is. Like the whole deflect thing. Which usually comes after you get hit by them a couple times, which is BS. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, it is annoying. Yeah, just gotta use. Yeah, exactly. Basically, it does push you just into using the shield again. Precisely, yeah. That's one of those things where you can tell the game clearly was never designed with the spirit in mind to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Ah, fuck's sake, man. There you go. Eternal, what's up, man? Imagine starting Revelations sequel with Shield and Spear simultaneously. I don't think, sadly, I mean not sadly, because I hope the next game is going to be good, but I think the game is going to look, I think the next game is going to play very differently to this. Because every new Doom game plays very differently to the previous one, so I don't think we'll be seeing the Spear and Shield again, or I doubt it. Or if we do see them again, they're going to be working very differently. That's for sure. Oh, alright, Marak. It's just a problem in the base game where you don't juggle Spear Shield and where there's less to deal with, so it's easier in tunnel vision. Yeah, the hit scan, exactly, yeah, it is. It still does get confusing at times in this game where you have to juggle, you know, between, what am I doing? Juggling between Shield and Spear can still be confusing for me, at least. Like, I still mix things up every now and then because I get confused, you know? Impaler time, yep. Impaler and shield time because I hate fighting this guy with the spear, so I'd much rather fight him with the shield. Is today the winner, POV? I don't think so, man. Let's see. Juggling wouldn't be so much of a worry with them if they didn't throw out his kind of attacks so quickly with little room to react. They want this game to be more preparing than reacting to encounters. When the combat loop style is still dynamic, it's counterintuitive. Yeah, same problem with limiting weapon swapping. I mean, it's a bit of a mess. No, it's a bit less dynamic than something like Eternal with some enemies being more stationary, but still, yeah, it is. Like, it's way more of a combat, like, I've always felt like, you know, in Eternal, you jump in like you enter an arena and then everything closes up and then like demons spawn and they chase you around. Basically, they just chase you around. In this game, you just have like little sort of groupings of enemies across the arena, and you have to figure out how to best navigate them. You know, moving from group to group and you know which weapons to use for each group, etc. Right? But it's I agree what you mean that hit scan. Like having like a hit scan across the arena like doesn't really, it goes against that kind of combat philosophy. I don't know. Play Kazma was 10x swap speed. You can just smash weapon swaps and win. Lol. Yeah, but that's not. I don't want to do that though. Like I'd rather play the game the way it was intended to be played. All right.
Out of the ashes of your defeat, a new world is born. With adversary, we come to accept my terms.
Ah! Oh god. Whew. I was not expecting that. I play cards with 1.5x swap speed and with the no swap delay mod, and it's much better IMO, yeah. The Slayer should not have shown mercy here, he should have killed him, in my opinion. It's funny that Con Maker thinks she is hot shit in Revelations because she manipulated Merrick, then in Eternal she dies to a couple of lock-on bursts and like 500 Pinatas drones. Yeah, I know. It's such, as a boss fight in Eternal, she's such a pushover. It's so easy to kill her. Crazy. Oh, trust me, Mighty, Samus Uprising lags immensely on my PC, especially that arena where right before the Hell's Champion spawn, you know, you have like tons of shield guys and then you have a Pain Elemental that spawns behind them. That part really lags like crazy. That being said, the swaps are as satisfying as Eternal because of the lag swap, exploits, and bugs. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the game where you're not encouraged to swap. Or to quick swap at least, you know, you're just supposed to swap, you know, depending on the situation you're in. You're not going to combo swap. So it's a different game than it's very different to Eternal, you know. Dennis just texted me on Steam telling me to stream the new Quake expansion, and I should. I've actually been thinking about streaming the Quake expansion. Dawn of the Machine looks like I played it a bit. It's fucking awesome, actually. I knew it. It's not just a my end. No. Like Mighty Samus, trust me. Like there's two arenas where one of them is that one where I lose a lot of frames. I lose a shit ton of frames. Yeah, we're gonna watch this cutscene again, guys, because it's that good. The guy she controlled did better than her. Yeah, definitely. He was harder to fight than she was, that's for sure. Like, in my opinion, maybe this is just me, but like I think a missed opportunity would have been to have her as a boss fight in this game. That would have been cool as well. I never saw discussion on this uprising problem for some reason. It really messes up the experience of the level. Yeah, it does, and it's what also ended up killing me a few times on UN is like just losing frames, and you know, a game like this is a game where you really don't want to lose frames because like things happen so fast. You really want to, you know, maintain good frames. So it's weird that most of the levels run better than base game, around 100 FPS versus drops to literally 10 FPS in Siege 1, then Uprising drops to about 30 FPS. Yeah, that's great. Uprising is really badly, it's poorly optimized, basically. 100 million aura cutscene right here. Yeah, it's awesome. Best cutscene, like I think it's one of the best cutscenes in gaming. Period. I think it's so good. I'm honestly fine with not having quick swapping in Dark Ages. I miss the movement or Eternal though, like the air control. Yeah, me too. Me too.
The soul realized through pain. This suit, now your key.
I really wish we could turn off ray tracing. I still can't see an improvement with the visuals versus Eternal without ray tracing.
With a righteous.
The thing is, though, Wolf Tamer, is that it wasn't about it's ray tracing in this game wasn't about making it look better. It was more to speed up development. Because they've said this many times, like without ray tracing, it would have taken them 5 more years to develop, or you know, to release Dark Ages base game. Because of the size of the levels and all that, it's so they ray tracing was basically not a tool to make it look better. It was more of a development tool, which is the reason why we can't switch it off, because it's basically it's implemented across the entire game. And this terrible rancor between worlds and through time, the Hellwalker found a wretch who shall not be named, but in his heresy was loyal to his evil cause. Yeah, 2016 Codex, right? The wretch adorned the Doomslayer in mighty armor, wrought in the forges of hell, impenetrable and unyielding. Yeah. Honestly, I would wait another year if the game had not had RTX. Yeah. Yeah, probably me too. Yeah, I think that's BS. Eternal took 4 years to make. But Eternal was smaller though, right? Like, scale-wise. Like, the levels were way smaller. Easy fix, cut out the dragon mectrit and add baked lighting. I don't think anyone would be disappointed at that. It always felt like a greedy decision to force RTX to force them to buy Nvidia's GPUs. Yeah, I agree. I think it was them trying to get ahead of the curve, whether we like it or not. Sometimes in the future, everything will be ray traced. Yeah, I know, John. It sucks. It really sucks, but, yeah. Holy fuck. Yeah, they were more linear, yeah. Whenever developers see an easy way to make development easier, they'll take it. Of course, yeah. If it's optimized, then okay. 2016 and Eternal are more arena games, CDA is more open for exploration, yeah. The only reason the entire industry hasn't switched yet is because a lot of people still aren't running hardware that can run it, or at least run it good. Yeah. And they already don't know how to optimize games today for the most part. It's software can actually optimize games. That's why they did it now. Dark Ages runs great for a game that forces ray tracing. It just runs overall poor because of demand. Yeah, it's a very demanding game. It really is. It really is a demanding game. Like and as I've said many times, like I bought a PC specifically for this game, for base Dark Ages when it was, when it released a year ago, and like performance has been really disappointing, really disappointing. And then I've spoken to people who have like 5080s, 5090s GPUs. And they're still not getting ideal performance either. So you're kind of like, no matter what you have, it's still not going to be Eternal's performance. Like hundreds of FPS. Unless you have, frame gen on, and frame gen sucks because input lag, at least for me. So yeah. Reminder that Eternal's gameplay was rushed during the last year or so after the QuakeCon reveal, so they used most of that prior time for the levels. Yeah, it just shows you. What the hell is that? What the hell? Okay. I was stuck in the plant, guys. Stefan, how's it going, man? They implemented the ray tracing as well. They could have. Problem is, ray tracing is way too demanding. Yeah. Ooh, frame gen is in a game that relies heavily on reaction to parry. Sounds awful. Yeah, I agree. Like I tried ray tracing for some time, but the input lag was just terrible. It was so bad. So then I quickly went back to just, you know, lowering all my graphic settings and trying to get like at least 120 FPS without frame gen, and that worked out pretty okay. On 1080p. And I have a 7800 XT, which is a 1440p graphics card, right? So it kind of sucks. I hope the future won't be cloud gaming or shit because of the hardware prices. Oh, I hope not either, because I'm not gonna like if we go down the cloud gaming route, I'm gonna stop gaming. I don't want to play my games that way. Hell no. This is why they keep getting away, pushing more and more bullshit onto the industry. They do it slowly to get people used to it, and then they just keep pushing. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Sadly. I think, John, I think we just have to accept that we were spoiled with gaming 10, 20 years ago. Spoiled when it came to, you know, what came out back then compared to what's coming out today. Eternal, with the exception of Eternal 6 years ago, I think everything for the past that's been out for like the past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years has not been good. So, yeah. On this arena, I have about 50, 60 frames where it's awful. Yeah, but I have the same issue here. Yeah. I just stick to old games more than enough out there. Hey, Dennis, I just got your message, by the way, and I'm definitely planning on at some point doing some Dawn of the Machine on Quake. So thanks for letting me know, and it's something that I was thinking about to begin with. So, but thank you for reminding me. That plan was like, I got him, fellas, jump in. Yeah, I got nervous there. Like, I thought I was going to be stuck there, but I was able to get out, so all good. It's tough to jump the gun way too soon on the ray tracing. Who the fuck wants to upgrade when 10-year-old hardware still runs everything? Yeah, I know. Because game technology has been static for 10 plus years. Eternal still runs at 144 FPS and nightmare graphic settings. You can run Eternal on a shitty, like I have a really shitty laptop, gaming laptop, that's like 9 years old or something like that. Like, nah, maybe not. Okay, 7 years old. And I can run Eternal on it like at 144 FPS, no problem. So it just shows how Eternal is an incredibly well optimized game, though. Incredibly well optimized. The outro sections with the rain are the worst for me. Indoor usually gets around 80 FPS. I wish you could toggle off rain in this game as well, because I experienced the same thing. Is when there's rain, I just lose frames. You need to play the expansion more than once to see all of it. I know, bro. Like it has the same structure as this game actually, where you beat the game, and then you can go back and get keys to open like certain areas. So it has this kind of the same structure as Revelations, from what I've heard. Cars like 4090 and 5090 are only as fast as they are because NVIDIA keeps pushing the power requirement, trying to push every bit as speed of performance they can. Yeah. Eternal looks more clean as well. Yeah, Eternal looks more. Maybe it looks cleaner because the FPS is like you can maintain a really high FPS. Maybe, I don't know. Because when I got, like when I get, for example, when I'm playing on 1080p Dark Ages, 1080p off stream, so because streaming I lose a lot of frames. I can maintain a like 165, something like that, right? On 1080p. And that looks really smooth, like it looks really clean, right? But it's just like as soon as you start losing frames, like the game looks, I just feel like the game doesn't look as good. They won't be able to keep that up. That's also why they're pushing so hard to upscaling, because at some point it's going to be the only way to get performance improvements to justify any upgrade. Funny enough, 2016's, yeah, 2016 runs worse than Eternal. I've noticed that too, specifically when I open the map that runs like 20 FPS for the first use. It's so annoying in 2016 when when you want to upgrade, you just lose frames like crazy every time you open those Argent things, those Argent upgrade thingies, right? It's crazy. Not exactly. TDA has some fuzziness on screen. Yeah, I know what you mean. It has some fuzziness, but like it can also look. It depends where you look. That's the thing. If you look very closely, there is some fuzziness in certain areas, but that's because of the ray tracing. I'm taking a shit. I'm on my phone. Okay, good. Okay, dude. Good to know, man. Thank you for sharing that with us. Very important information. It's pretty funny that the menus with just a black backdrop and little details are worse optimized in 2016. It's an older game though, like it's 2016 is like, I feel like it was id Software's, experiment, Doom experiment. They're like, okay, we're gonna. I know it's not technically because like Doom 4 was already in production and they just like they basically scrapped everything and started from scratch. So it was planned and it was, but I'm just saying that it was an experiment in terms of what they wanted to do with the resource management, glory kills and all that. And I just think overall, like, there's a lot of loose ends with 2016 when it comes to performance and how the game works and glory kills and bugs and stuff. It's just like, yeah. Of course, these are laggy as fuck on my laptop, yeah. Yeah, grainy is a good way to describe it. I feel the same way. Like, let's take an example. It has to be out in the rain. I can't... Fuck, I don't have an example right here, but like, there is some fuzziness in certain... When you look at certain things. Yeah, I don't know. If you look closely at Eternal, even Eternal is a bit grainy. If you look really closely, but it's but it's very subtle there. Okay. Siege 1. Siege 1 mentioned, yeah. It's like some dither rendering shit for optimization. Yeah, probably. That's what it is, probably. It's cranked up in TDA for optimization because ray tracing. Yeah, you're right. Probably. I'm no dev, but yeah. Codex for Unhinged. Got the codex, you see, bro?
F-14s, top survivors to checkpoint 2.
Almost out. Hold the line until data confirmed.
Kidding me? Vidaz, go play Siege 1. Oh, bro, like, I'm not gonna play Siege 1 for a long time unhinged, bro. That's for sure. I played it way... I've played that level way too much. Not interested in going back to it, my god. Hell no. Welcome to 2026, where your games look worse and run worse. I wish Hugo was here and knew what we players think of RTS. I mean, what we're saying though is it's very objective, right? Because it's very clear that performance is not good. Like anybody, you know, compared to Eternal, performance because of RTX is not good. Unsubbed, reported, doxed. Who knows? Maybe at some point what I can do is do like a Ultra Nightmare, Dark Ages base game, and then Revelations, maybe. Speaking of fussiness, you see the stairs over there, guys? Like where I'm aiming at? That's because of ray tracing. That's fuzziness right there. Play Diablo 2? Unhinged, you really wanted me... Unhinged, maybe I should create a Diablo 2 channel just for you. And you could be my one and only sub. And then I could just play Diablo every now and then. And I could stream it and then you can watch. How about that? How about that? They underestimated how much people really hate RTX and how deal-breaking it was. And that's why a lot of people didn't buy TDA. Because of... Yeah, exactly. A lot of people didn't buy TDA because of it. But also, a lot of people bought it on Game Pass, played it once, and then moved on to something else, right? Or bought it, I mean, you know, a lot of people played it on Game Pass and then moved on. You mean you don't like running around Siege for 10 hours to find the one piece of gold you missed because it was scattered around instead of being in groups? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how many more players will buy TDA, if not RTX. Yeah, good question, man. Play Diablo 2, yeah. Would you do that for little of me? Little of me? Why aren't you... What aren't you, wife? What? What? What aren't you... Ah, why aren't I your wife? Oh, okay. Because I already have one, bro. My best friend can't play the game because of ray tracing. Yeah, but that's the thing. But then... Yeah. And that's the problem, is that a lot of people, you know, we also live in a world right now where hardware is really expensive, so that just, you know, that further compounds the problem for Dark Ages and ray traced, you know, mandatory ray traced games, is that people are not going to spend that amount of money on a ray tracing, on an RTX card, which means that sales are going to suffer even further, right? Even if you can play it, it's going to run worse and people want so a lot of people are just going to be like, fuck this slop and refund, yeah. Yeah, you really need a beefy computer to be able to run it. Like, you know, for example, 32 gigs of RAM Like, and when I looked at the GPU requirements back then for it to be like recommended, not like minimum, but like recommended, you know, you needed like a 12 VRAM RTX card, and I can tell you that I used to have a 3060. 3060 is 12 gigs VRAM, and I can tell you that people who run Dark Ages with that card got maybe 50 to 60 FPS, so it runs like shit. But yeah. Anyways, guys, gotta lock in here. Everyone in here, would you watch Vidaz play Diablo 2? Don't know, I don't play stuff like this. Dude, I don't think anybody's gonna want to watch you play Diablo 2. Trust me, Unhinged, this is not the channel for Diablo 2. Oh shit. Shoot a shotgun between the two dressmates for some extra DPS. It's easy. 1-2 cycle against Agadons and Tyrants. I know Wolf Tamer. I know. But right now, like, I'm just using. Yeah. Like, the problem is I used to be able to do that, but I mean, I don't know. Like, sometimes my inputs just fail. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I double tap melee too much. So then, you know, like, I'll just. There's going to be like some input buffering there as well, which kind of sucks. Especially with that bit lengthy campaign, they made us completely held back by them not building it around the spear. Yeah, they should have done that to begin with. Who the fuck wants to go back to base Dark Ages now? Definitely not me. I could go back if I play with the spear, you know, like, you know, if I use Kaisermon and just play the campaign with the spear, but I'm not even sure I want to do that because that campaign is so fucking long. That's the issue I have with it. It's just, it's so long. DLC is way more digestible, which I like, you know. It's not of like 12 hour. I mean, now I can get base Dark Ages done in like 4 hours, 4.5 hours, but it's still like, it's 22 missions, you know. It takes forever. Will you guys watch Diablo play Left 4 Dead 2 as Doomslayer fighting Buff Minecraft Steve and Gordon Ramsay? Nah. Replace Gordon Ramsay with Morgan Freeman and I'm in. With the Spear, yeah, Spear Randomizer, I could definitely be convinced to do base campaign, yeah, 100%. Yeah, but Siege 1 though, Vidaz? Yeah, but you know, Unhinged, I love Siege 1, but like when you replay Siege 1 over and over and over again, you're just like, oh, I don't want to do that. You know, like it's a long level, you know. But just can't go over the fact that they held back all this from the base game. Such insane squandered potential. Yeah. True. Very true. Alright guys, am I gonna choke? I mean, I've already beaten this, but not on stream yet, so... Oops. No way. I'm missing 4? You're kidding me. Where did I miss the 4 platinum, bro? You serious? And obviously now I can't, can I fast travel? Can I fast travel? I don't even know. Oh boy, hardest shit on you at incoming. Yeah, I know. You're gonna choke? Yeah. Kinky. Oh boy, Unhinged, man. You have, yeah. Are you doing 100%? No, this is not 100%. But I would have wanted to get this upgrade though. I would have wanted, because like this allows me to you know, glory kill him from a distance, right? Which is very useful, given that sometimes you fight him from very far away. So I would have rather. I guess I'm just gonna have to switch to the shield and shield bash into him for that. So yeah. Anyways. Should we watch this? Should we watch this, guys, or do you want me to skip it? Nah, let's fucking skip it. I don't want to watch this. Oh, here we go. What? Wow. What a mess. What a fucking mess. That was terrible. But I forgot how when you get close to him, he just like, you can't get close to him basically. It's really hard to, yeah, holy clutch. Yeah, indeed. It's okay if it has a time slice, doesn't even work half the time anyway. Yeah. The moment theorist shows up, let's fucking skip this. Yeah, I'm not a, yeah. Let's put it this way, I'm not a fan of Theora in this game. No! GG's, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. But man, that first that first round, bro, was a mess. That was a huge mess. Oh, now Duke Zalgaroth? Oh, bro. And now we have the girl boss speech. Right, John? The girl boss speech right here. We had her do one girl boss speech in the base game, and now again here, right? Like she's a girl boss.
And their ways now and forever. It is by blood
Girl boss.
we will survive. Now stand behind your courage. Stand behind him. Our war begins.
The black woman is speaking. Listen and learn. Which is character. Never seen her before. Yeah. Right. When I saw this cutscene play, I felt bittersweetness when this game ended. Yeah. Hey, Aspiring Slayer, what's up? Sorry, I didn't see you if you came in earlier, dude. Welcome in, man. I wish we could have seen Theor actually doing something like fighting the damn demons for longer than 2 seconds. Not me. I'm not a big fan of Theor in the game. I find her really uninteresting as a character, and I think she has way too much screen time, to be honest. I'm just annoyed that I wasn't able to fully upgrade everything, because I can still have... I don't even know where that gold is. I mean, where the platinum is. And I really want to have Time Slice. Now do Siege 1? Oh, bro, no. Are you going to do the end game? Probably. Probably. I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but probably, yeah. But she has powers? Yeah, she has powers, but I just find her, just as a character, I just... let's put it this way. I kind of wish the story here was more like... yay, Conqueror. Was it more like Doom 2016 in the sense that, you know... I just wish we had less characters, you know? Like, Eternal was also fine, but I think in this game there's too many characters, you know? Like, I just want to be in the shoes of the Doomslayer and see everything from his perspective. I don't care about Theor. I don't care about King Novik. I don't care about Merrick, you know? Like, I just want to... I prefer 2016 storytelling compared to Eternal in this game. Eternal was good. The storytelling was good because it was very tongue-in-cheek, you know? That's what I liked about Eternal. So yeah. I have so much trouble with Merrick. My advice to you would be just use the shield and the Impaler, Aspiring Slayer. Just use those two together and you'll be fine. Fish stick on a stick is trying to do that. He's not having fun. Yeah. May as well do the rest of Endgame while you're at it. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Probably. I'm not sure if I'll continue now, but definitely next stream. And yeah, I just don't remember, like, I don't remember the encounters at all. Really don't. But yeah. It's sort of like 2016 in the sense that you would spend 10 hours stuck standing still listening to unskippable... No, that's Wolf Tamer. That's one of the things I dislike a lot of stuff about about 2016. And one of the things that I hate the most is having to fucking stay in a room listening to Samuel Hayden speak twice. Twice. He does it at the end of the second level, and he also does it at the end of level 4 or 5. And it's so brutal that you can't skip those. Like, it's I don't get why they didn't allow that. It's so bad. Yeah. The dads really need to be able to load the boss fight so we can practice. I know. And that's one of my... This is something that I mentioned several times, is that I think that we should, I prefer the structure of Dark Age's base game in the sense that you can just play each level as you wish over and over again to practice it. For example, if you're trying to complete Ultra Nightmare, the best way to complete Ultra Nightmare is to practice levels. That's just the way it is, like it's practice, it's memorizing the encounters, it's, that's the way it is. And this game doesn't allow you to do that. The alternative in this game is doing Pandemonium runs to practice. But that's not the same thing. I'd rather just have a Nightmare save, go in there, and just say, okay, I want to practice Merrick. Boom. And then you just practice him, like, over and over and over again until you have him down, Hop on the Diablo 2 real quick. Oh, man. Unhinged, when are you going to stop with Diablo 2, bro? Oh, man. This is a Doom channel, bro. Like, Diablo 2 doesn't fit here. I love Diablo 2, and I still play it in my spare time, but I'm not going to play Diablo 2 on my Doom channel. That's not going to happen. And I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but it's not going to happen. Good thing 2016 has paper clipping to skip them? Yes. If you know the paper clipping, routes, yes. But if you don't, you're screwed. And I don't know the paper clipping. I don't know how to paper clip in 2016. Indeed, we need that update. I think from what I've heard from Hugo, I think they're working on that. I've heard that they're working on an update to do that, but they're also working on a new game mode. So that's going to be interesting. Yes, it does. You kill demons in both. Yeah, but one is a first-person shooter, and the other one is a role-playing game, or like an action RPG, right? So the genres are very different, The problem with practicing on a completed save is you'll be fully upgraded, so it's not exactly the same, but it's still good for... Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, John, that's true. But, like, worst case, what you could do is, let's say you have an Ultra Nightmare save, and then you have Nightmare save that you start from scratch, and then, you do... Let's say you do one level on your Ultra Nightmare slave over and over again until you feel comfortable with it. And then you do... Let's say, you're not comfortable with Hell's Core. You just start off fresh save on Nightmare. You practice Hell Core over and over again, and then you just restart the level until you're comfortable with it. And then once you're comfortable with it, then you start your Ultra Nightmare save, and then you just do that. You just repeat that for each level, So that way you're not overpowered with loads of upgrades. That's what I did when I was practicing Eternal back in. So John, I had Eternal on PS4 before I got it on PC. And that was my way to, because like Eternal Ultra Nightmare on PS4 is very hard. I can tell you that. It's not easy. And on controller at least. And that was my way of practicing Ultra Nightmare. Just like repeating a save, like having a save where I just repeat levels over and over again on Nightmare. And then once I feel comfortable, I do them on UN. Guys, I heard they're doing Revelations Part 2. Nah. I don't think so. Especially after what happened with Microsoft, I don't think they're going to do Revelations Part 2. I really doubt that. Because if they did, then it would have been called something like, I don't know. I don't think so. I really doubt it. Man, why do I have a feeling it's only going to be for Riptorium? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a brand new game mode, John, to be honest, because he did mention that there's going to be a game mode now with randomizer, with like a point system as well. I think he mentioned a point system, and loads of replay value, he said. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. Come to think of it, Doom and Zelda are nearly the same game. You stop evil, you kill monsters, and you control the main character. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Revelations as an actual game, not DLC. Yeah, but we're not going to get that, though. We're definitely not going to get that. This is the last piece of... I think this is the last piece, major piece of DLC we're going to be getting for Dark Ages. I don't think there's going to be a second part. Especially after what happened recently. There's no way. I think they're at work now on their next Doom game, which I have no clue what that's going to be like. But it's definitely not going to be Revelations Part 2. No way. Kazuma to the rescue in that case. Yeah, for sure. Like, I need a change of pants if they made Part 2. Me too. Point system sounds like something that would fit with the joint perfectly. Yeah. True. It would, but I think when he came in, because he came in a few days ago, or last week or whatever, and he came in and he said something about, he said it was going to be a new game mode with a point system, replay value, and a randomizer. So when he said new game mode, it can't be Riptory, right? Hope it's not Classics Remake. Mighty Samus, are you talking about the next Doom game? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to go down the route of looking at the classic Doom games and modernizing them. And looking at that time frame, you know, like that time frame of the Doom franchise, maybe it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I do gotta wonder where their next project is going to take place in the timeline of Doom, though. Maybe between 2016 and no, they're never. So one thing that's been confirmed that within is that nothing. They're not going to make a game that's going to take place between 2016 and Eternal. Even though I do think that there's a lot of things, there's a lot of meat on the bone there, stuff that they can cover, but they're not going to do it. I think they're going to either stick to the medieval timeline, which is like Dark Ages-ish, or they're going to go back to the classics. So the Doom Marine before he went into the Divinity Machine, right? Before he became the Slayer. So just the Doom Marine. That could be something. Revelations could well be my last Doom. Don't say that, Aspiring Slayer, man. That's depressing. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. Please don't say that. That's like... That's sad. Don't say that. Oh, I know you're not young, but like... The next Doom game will be out in 5 years, so you'll be 71. You know, you should still be able to play a video game at 71. If I remember correctly, he said randomizer plus replayability plus progression. Okay. I thought I posted the screenshot, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, that was on my stream, right? That he said that. Maybe something like the Snap Map from 2016. No, there's not going to be a level editor. There's not going to be a map like a map creating thing. We're not going to be getting that. I really doubt that. Yeah, about next game. Yeah, next game, I see them going back. They could be going back to the classics. Sonora Genta Civil War? I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Just continue Revelations. We need more of this. Like, if it was up to me, I would love for them to make Revelations Part 2, where you start off fully kitted, no upgrades, the way you did in Tag 1 and Tag 2. Fully kitted, no upgrades, and the game is like hard. You know? Even though it's hard now, but like, you know, I'm talking like, you know, start to finish, fully upgraded spear, maybe a bit longer and harder. That would be awesome. That's something I would love that. A lot of meat on the bone, bro. Like, unhinged. You are unhinged today. My goodness. Yep, a few days ago on your stream. Yeah, exactly. Assuming that id Software is going to be around in 5 years to make another Doom. Oh, John, man, tell me about it. Who knows? At this point, who knows? I really hope they are because they're my favorite game studio. So I've been an id Software simp since I was like 7 years old. So I would be very, very sad and disappointed if they closed. I really would. A new game plus campaign. Not really, but I just like a Revelations Part 2 where with a new campaign and you just have everything is fully upgraded. So you don't have to spend time upgrading. The same way you played Tag 1, Tag 1, the DLC for Eternal. When you started Tag 1, everything was fully upgraded, right? So yeah. I think a Revelations Part 2 new campaign, everything is fully upgraded and the campaign is harder. That would be awesome. And I would also appreciate it if we didn't have this hub style kind of setup where you have to like walk to the portal to be able to enter a level. That to me it's good, it's fun on the first playthrough, but on repeat playthroughs I don't want to do that. Hell, I would pay for a master level pack just to support it. And yeah, yes, like same thing. Like I seriously, like I would pay for content at this point if they said, okay, like we're going to be releasing, this game mode as part of the DLC, but you have to pay for it. You have to pay like, let's say $5 for it. I'll be like, fuck, take my money. Of course, like also number one, I want to support you guys, and number two, like any new game mode for this game, I want to play because it's a fucking good game. Yes, it's not a perfect game. There's issues. Like there's a lot of bugs and stuff, but overall, it's an amazing game. So of course I want to support it. Imagine fighting pre-corrupted marauders. I would love that too. Like, and I would love to get an insight into what happens to them, like how they became marauders. I would love to see that. Well, we have to deal. Yeah, it's true. We have to deal with the 6, right? Yeah, the council, the Hell Council. So I'm guessing that's what they planned for their next Doom game. I don't know, maybe. But who knows? Like, they might. To me, the way they jumped from 2016 to Eternal, like that's 30 years. Is it 20 or 30 years, like, between those two games? I'm not sure if because is it going to take him another 20 years or 30 years to kill the Hell Council? I don't know. You would love to get inside of them? No, I would love to get an insight into how they became marauders. Don't twist my words unhinged. I see what you're doing. Bro. More time wearing that awesome medieval Praetor suit. Yeah, like, fuck. I love the Praetor suit, man. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite. I heard what I wanted. Oh my god. Yeah, the Praetor suit is by far my favorite suit. Even though, yeah, favorite suit, Praetor suit. Second favorite, probably Eternals. Praetor suit, and then third is Dark Ages base game. I mean, we technically know how they were put through the Divinity Machine and it messed them up. Is that, see, like, this is Devil Within. Thank you for letting me know, because like I know nothing about the lore. I know the basics, but I have no clue. But is that what happened? That's crazy. I had no idea. So basically, to enter the Divinity Machine, you have to be the Slayer. If you're not, then it corrupts you? Is that what it is, or what? Hold up, you wouldn't like to get inside of Marauder just like you do the Revenant in Eternal? How do you get in the Revenant in Eternal? Anyone else got the Revenant model? I'm not sure, no. For Beat Dark Ages Eternal 2016. 2016 looks too Halo-y. It does look very Master Chief. You're right about that. It does look kind of Master Chief. But to me, it's still unique enough. It's still unique enough, and people who play video games are very able to to distinguish between Master Chief and the Slayer. I think anybody who plays, you know, a bit of video games knows, you know, how to distinguish them, right? So, yeah, it's in the Codex of Eternal. I don't remember the details of Eternal's Codex. I have to look it up because, like, I seriously have no clue how they became Marauders. And that's something, again, I would love to see. I would love to see how that happened, you know? They thought they were main characters when they got into the Divinity Machine. Yeah, they had main character syndrome. And whoever has main character syndrome becomes a Marauder if they enter the Divinity Machine. Makes sense. Yeah. Ugh. Happy I got that done on stream though, because obviously if you show gameplay, people are gonna tell the difference between Halo and Doom. But I'm not saying it's. But I'm saying it's just the suit. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I get what you mean. Yeah. But they're still different enough because, like, just maybe everything except for the helmet, maybe. But the helmet is. They're very different, right? Pre-coded stream, AI generated. Fake gameplay. Yeah. I'd also like to add better than combat where you 1v1 them, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Titan combat though, of mech combat. Devil Within, so that's one of my main gripes with Dark Age's base game are the turret, mech, and dragon sections. I hate those sections because if you grind Ultra Nightmare and you have to do them over and over and over again, it drives you nuts. So no thanks, not for me. But which is why I love Revelations, because like that's all gone. There's none of that. It's only Slayer combat, which is what everybody wanted, and I don't even understand why they even implemented those sections in the base game. It makes no sense. But I'm guessing there's a rumor, somebody told me this, that apparently like Xbox and Microsoft were pushing them to put in like big set pieces. And by big set pieces, it's like, you know, turret, you know, like just like killing loads of demons with the turret, or, you know, like mech fighting and dragon fighting and all that. But like it just doesn't work. It doesn't fit, you know? So, yeah. The ones that sided with the con maker are turned into Marauders afterwards, but they're also thrown into the Divinity Machine. I don't know. Gonna have to hire an astrophysicist to prove you didn't cheat. In that case, just imagine if, if that applies to Hyper. Just imagine if Hyper had to prove that he's not cheating on his world records, right? Because who knows? Today with AI, you can do whatever. You can fake whatever. I meant pre-recorded, but oh boy, the autocorrect. I hate writing on phone, yeah. It should have been better, yeah. I think those sections should have been way better. I think they faltered there, sadly. But yeah, it just, those sections just under-deliver. You know, they just don't work in the game. Yeah, the choice sections were just completely pointless, even more so than the dragon and mech. Yeah, like choice sections are just like point and click. You know, it's very Xbox 360. You know, I think the last game that I played that had that, I think, was probably Gears of War, back then on 360. So I was like, why would you put that in a modern Doom game? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. To paraphrase Fishstick, the turret feels like something the previous Doom games would make fun of. 100%. 100% they would. It's something Eternal would make fun of. You know? Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to dip. Great time. Thank you for watching, everybody, and happy I was able to get this done on stream. And I'll probably be continuing just like doing, you know, late game stuff, end game stuff, I mean, and yeah. Imagine the Doomslayer just throws away the turret and fights the demon himself. Yeah, that's what he would have done in Eternal or 2016, for example, right? So, yeah, guys, take care. Aspiring Slayer, Mighty Samus, Unhinged, Sheep Eternal, Wolf Tamer. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.